Welcome back, everybody. It's a Sunday preview. This is my first video kind of getting back into the swing of things, so there should be a lot of content coming out in the coming weeks and over Christmas. So stay tuned. I'm going to try and really pump out stuff for everybody. So I've got this loaded up here. I've got the video for this, I guess, next week's releases. So let's take a look at this video.
Welcome to This Week in Warhammer. The Middle-earth strategy battle game has a host of new releases this week. The Lord of the Rings Battle of Osgiliath box set lets you recreate the valiant defense of Osgiliath by the forces of Gondor from the vile legions of Mordor. It contains 54
Are people
miniatures,
getting this? I'm so
including
curious.
5 brand new sculpts. The Middle-earth strategy battle game rules manual is also available separately in hardback and ebook, as well as dice sets for Minas Tirith, Mordor, Rohan, and Isengard. Whilst Forge World sees the re-release of the Ring Bearers, all available to pre-order on Saturday. Call in the artillery! The Scorpius missile tank is now available from Forge
So
World
cool.
in plastic for the first time
So
on
cool.
pre-order from Saturday. Enhance your kill team experience with Critical Ops, Tech Ops and Mission Card Pack, which includes 44 cards with new missions, updated Tech Ops, and handy game reference tools that are ideal for both competitive play and pickup games. Available for pre-order on Saturday. The Gnarlwood has become the site of daring chivalry, noble quests, and a squig on a stick? As Grimcrack's Loon Court,
Great
the
army.
latest warband for
Sorry,
Warhammer
warband.
Underworld's Gnarlwood arrives to the blaring
so well
of small
painted.
trumpets.
So
The
well painted.
Gnarlwood Fearsome Fortress rival deck, with 32 cards, including 12 objective, 10 gambit, and 10 upgrade cards, will also be available and can be used by any warband. Both of these go on pre-order on Saturday. On Warhammer Plus this week, Masterclass shows you how to paint the Goth Rocker from Squig Skin to stage-lit base effect. Whilst on Battle Report, find out if Faramir can hold out against Gothmog in the Battle of Osgiliath. Whatever
The
Warhammer
answer is
hobby you're
no.
up to this week, make sure you keep up to date with all the latest news.
All right, so that's good. So, again, Lord of the Rings apparently is the best game that Games Workshop makes. So I have not played in years. I think that having a new box set come out was a good idea, right? You want to get interest in the game again. And this is a cool idea for a box set, but it's just, again, when they're talking about 5 new models were brought out, right? It's the 2 human leaders, the orc leader, and then I think it's the 2 different rangers that they added in that I really don't like the sculpts for. But it's just a weird, I feel like it's a weird set for some reason. It just doesn't get me hyped up. They could have done something else, I think, and it would have been wild. And I just want new models. If they bring out new Uruk-hai, I'll get them, right? I just don't want to paint the same ones again. And then I would honestly try the game out if I did get some Uruk-hai. But I don't know. It's tough. I'm know someone who is getting this box who's never played Lord of the Rings before, so I want to hear from them and hear about what they have to say about the game and just if they enjoy it, right? Because again, it gets referenced a lot online where people just, no one, I feel like, especially in North America, Lord of the Rings isn't as big as it is in the UK. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll break down, get it, and do a review. Who knows? So we got the rules manual. Cool new dice sets. These are okay. The Minas Tirith, I think, is the nicest ones, but the Rohan are pretty nice as well. But some cool dice. The clear ring bearers I find so funny. But again, if you had missed out on stuff, you can get them. I like when they do this with models where it's made to order every once in a while. That way, it gives people an opportunity to get something that you've missed out on. So I'm always a big fan of that. For Gnarlwood, we've got the Loon Court. Great, right? Amazing warband. Again, everything they're doing at Warhammer Underworlds is so good and what they should be applying to all of AOS. It's wild, but this would be a great warband to paint up. A lot of characters to the models. Fearsome Fortress, extra decks, right? You want some extra cards if you're really enjoying the game. Again, it's one of those things where the offset costs of playing Underworlds, where at first it's like, it's you buy a warband, and then it turns out not to be that. But if you get to play Underworlds a lot, and it is a really good game, get the cards. When I was playing all the time, I bought all the card packs that came out because I was so invested in it. And I was like, oh man, there's going to be one more card that's going to make this deck unstoppable and stuff. It was fun, right? For the mission op cards, again, I haven't really been playing Kill Team yet, but for people who have been playing Kill Team, I know they were excited to just switch it up, right? When you do get to play your favorite game a lot. It can get slightly repetitive sometimes, so having a huge deck of tack up cards coming out will be great for people. And this Scorpius missile tank, man, all those Forge World tanks from Horus Heresy are so cool. And someday, right? Someday I'll get some of these, but I love this tank so much. It's great. In terms of the White Dwarf, I'm excited to read this one. They've been knocking it out of the park for months, right? Like, they really have been doing really good White Dwarfs, but 482, I didn't like that issue. It was kind of boring. They didn't really have a lot in it. And I got through it fast. I don't know. It just really kind of was like, after I finished that months, I was like, like, that was a little bit of a low point. But usually the books, like the Christmas one that comes out, it's extra large usually. This should be a really good one. Trading cards, I don't know anyone that plays this. No opinion whatsoever. You've got these Munchkin games again. Don't really play Munchkin, but if you do, cool stuff. Extra merchandise. I like when they bring out kind of one-off stuff. So if you like the Interrogator show, go for it, right? Pick it up. Fun one-off stuff. And then Warhammer Plus, I have not partaken this year in Warhammer Plus, but it's weird still. Like, this is just a battle report, one painting tutorial, and old White Dwarfs. And when they run out of old White Dwarfs, it's going to be jarring, I think. I think even doing 2 a week was a mistake, because they're going to get through that faster than they think. And then you have to imagine, once that's gone, it's just each week, if you're like, well, we released one painting tutorial and one battle report. It's like the battle reports that are on YouTube that people do, for the most part, there's a lot that are way better, right? That are just done with kind of better camera angles, or they put in the laser effects. Like, there's just random stuff that people have done that actually make the battle reports a lot more fun to watch. But we'll see what happens with Warhammer Plus. I don't know. It's tough. I feel as though it's slowly dying, but it's tough to tell. Yeah, that's it for this week. Nothing too crazy, really. I guess the new starter box is always cool. Like, whenever you get a new box for a game, it's always good. Let me know in the comments if you're going to get into Lord of the Rings. If you are in Lord of the Rings and you're like, no, of all the games I play, this is the best one. I'm generally interested to get people's opinion, because it's tough, because I know people, again, who are kind of going to try it out, but no one who's been playing it for years, that's their go-to game. Again, let me know in the comments. I'll be back with more content. Thank you for watching. I'll see everybody soon.